What's going on now? It's your boy MJ Killam here. Okay, so I play AAU basketball, and if you don't know what that is, it's like advanced travel basketball. It's like travel basketball to the next level, man. It's really sick. But yeah, we go a lot of places, have a lot of overnight tournaments, and it's really fun, and I have a lot of stories from there. It could be small, it could be big, just crazy stories that happen either on the court, off the court, in the hotel, you know, anything. So from time to time, I'll be sharing them with you, starting now. I'm going to start kind of small. It's not that long of a life story, but I'm still going to do it. Alright, so I had this local tournament about 40 minutes from where I live. It was the second day of the tournament. The first day we played 2 games. So our first game was on a Saturday night at about 6 o'clock, and we played some Canadian team who spoke all French, and we had no idea what they were talking about, but they were huge, and apparently they were like top 10 for their age level in their country of Canada. So we ended up losing by 40, but it's alright because we bounced back in our second game, had a solid win. You know, it was a pretty good team we were facing. They had like one really tall kid and a couple good shooters, but that was really it, and we got the W. Okay, so it's Sunday morning at about 11 a.m. You know, I show up to the place. It's a different place from where I played the other day, but you know, I show up, you know, I'm ready, I'm pumped. Correction, it wasn't a different place. It was just a completely different like court. You know, they had like 5 courts in the place. Okay, so this part was downstairs where I have never played, and they had like 2 courts divided up, okay, one on the left, one on the right. We had the left court. So since I knew we had the left court, there was like 2 different entrances for like each court, and since I knew, and the courts were like divided off by like one of those really tall, you know, like flexible walls that you see at gyms. So I knew we had the left court, so I went to the left court, and I was watching some game. You know, it wasn't really a big game. It was like I think a 15U team. I was on 14U. It was like a 15U team. You know, both of them were pretty bad, but one team had like 6 players, the other one had like 14, and you know, it was a close game. I think it went down to like 1 point and like free throws or something like that. I don't know. But we're not focused on that game. We are focused on the game that was to the right. We have this team known as the Revolution who never lose games. And when I say never, I mean never, man. They pick kids off the street and they turn them into natural talents, man. It's like not even funny. They find the tallest kids they can find, man. They just make them beasts. But they were facing some Buffalo team that I've never heard of, and Buffalo was winning. And as I mentioned earlier, the Revolution do not lose. And obviously they're here losing to some team that they've never heard of that just came down and just decided to beat them up. It must have had the odds were in the Revolution's favor by a lot. The Buffalo team had lost to a team that the Revolution killed earlier in the tournament. So here's Revolution losing to this team that, you know, obviously, you know, they've never heard of before, and the team lost to someone that the Revolution killed. I cannot talk today, guys, but they're playing this team that, you know, obviously they shouldn't be losing to, and here they are losing. The Revolution never lose. Obviously they're gonna get a little bit salty. Okay, so I'm still on the left side watching that one game, and out of nowhere, man, I just hear all kinds of yelling. I hear like 3 whistles, and I just hear "Aah!" And for some reason the first thing that popped in my mind was someone got either exposed, you know, like they got crossed up or dunked on or something like that. That was the first thing that popped up in my mind. So a couple of my teammates were there at this point. I was like the first one there from my team, but a couple of my teammates finally showed up, and you know, we're like, yo, I'm gonna go check that out. So I go to check that out. So the yelling's still going on, and I walk out into the hallway. I turn the corner. I'm in like the main lobby part, and I'm seeing the doors to the other game. Alright, so I'm walking, okay? I still hear the yelling. I don't even see what's going on. I'm walking pretty fast, man. I reach the door. Soon as I'm about to step in it, some guy comes running through the door, man. Straight through the door, hit my shoulder. I almost fell down, man. This is a 16-year-old guy, or no, like 17 or 18. I don't even know what like age level this is. Comes sprinting to the door, okay? And then like he hits my shoulder, and then another guy follows, and the guy is going after the other guy. Like, so one guy's trying to run right now, and then some Revolution kid is going after this one dude, and then next thing you know, like a bunch of the Revolution guys' teammates and some of the Buffalo teammates come in holding the guy back. Dude, they're going at it right now. I'm like sitting back watching. Okay, I'm like, oh shit. It was crazy, man. So they're going at it. You know, finally, you know, a bunch of the teammates and the coaches and all other people get the Revolution guy off of the Buffalo guy. guy. You know, I think the Buffalo guy was bleeding. The Revolution guy had his shirt off. I mean, I don't know why, but he did. And that wasn't the end of the fights, man. There were other fights literally going on inside. I peeked in. There were fights between parents who started to get mad, you know, trying to debate whose fault it was. Other fights between teammates, you know, talking it up. People trying to separate it so bad. You know, everyone was fighting at this point. Down to, you know, I even think the coaches were fighting a little bit. You know, down to that, man. The police had to come. So the police get here, you know, they're separating everything. Man, I think there's blood on the floor. One dude's in his underwear. I have no idea how. Okay, so they're separating everything. You know, people are recording. I didn't record it because I didn't have my phone on me. My phone was in my basketball bag. But, you know, I'm just sitting there watching. My dad finally pulls me over. But they called the game off and gave it a win to Buffalo because of the fight. And they blamed it on the Revolution guy. They blamed it on him. And the game was over. It was a really crazy experience, man. But that's about all I got for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy. I would appreciate it if you left a like. And, you know, if you want some more life stories, you know, just let me know. You know, and I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, you know, tell your friends about me. Hey, there's a new nigga on the block named Marcus. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even that good. But anyway, y'all, see y'all in the next one. And that's it. I'm out. Peace.